Let me ask you an honest question. Why are you addicted to escaping reality? The reality is there's a life you want to live and there's things you need to do in order to get there. The reality is there's a certain job you want to obtain and there are steps you have to take to get there. The reality is there's a business idea you've been thinking about for a good time and now it's time to execute. The reality is you have goals that you have to accomplish, but in order to get there, you have to face your reality. Your job is to look at yourself in the mirror, be honest with yourself, and just start attacking the paint. The problem is you love to escape reality. Escaping reality may be scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram, going to parties on your free time. You keep prolonging the start date when the start date is supposed to be today. You keep telling yourself, tomorrow I'll get things done. The next year I'll get things done. New Year's resolution. 2027 will be the year where I'll lock in. Why not lock in now? The problem is you're afraid to be uncomfortable. You're afraid to have a challenge. You're afraid to actually start the game. People are waiting to be motivated, but the reality is the motivation doesn't start in the beginning. The motivation actually starts when you get your gears turning. I made a video about that as well. People tend to wait for the motivation when in reality the motivation starts as you progress. You got to stop waiting. You're afraid to be silent. You're afraid to wake up and get the things done every single day. You're afraid to wake up at 4 a.m. or go to bed early. You're afraid to put the alcohol or the drugs down. You're afraid to tell your friends maybe next week I have things to do. You're afraid to lock in at work. You're afraid to do what others would never do for you to elevate and get that dream position you want, where you want to double or triple your income. All of these points I'm mentioning is something that most of us have experienced. I've definitely experienced it before. I used to tell myself tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. But then I realized like no one's going to come to save me. I can't sit here and extend the start date. I can't sit here and lie to myself. Like if I want to accomplish my goals, I have to start. I can't be afraid of reality. It's so easy to be distracted. It's very easy. It's hard to lock in, but it's so easy to be distracted. It's easy to scroll on social media. It's easy to watch content that will literally do nothing but entertain your mind. It's easy to go and have fun, hang out with friends. But it's hard to wake up at 4 in the morning every single day by your own will. It's hard to lock yourself in your room on the weekends on a beautiful Saturday like today. You know, it's hot. As you can see, I'm sweating in this car right now. It's like 75, 80 degrees. My car feels like a sauna right now. It feels very nice today. The sun is out. People are going to the beach. People are going out. People are going out to eat. But I'm here recording videos. I just came back from the gym and now I'm here recording videos. I pulled over to the side and I'm like, I got to talk about this idea because there's somebody who can resonate with this. And I've been there. I've done that. I've procrastinated. I still procrastinate. Once again, I will never come on camera and pretend to be a person I'm not. Every single video I've recorded on this channel, I've experienced it or I'm living through it. I know the feeling of just putting things to the side. I know the feeling of having a business idea and not enacting on it. I know the feeling of wanting to outperform everyone at work, but I just continue to do the bare minimum. I know the feeling of just continuously going out with my friends when they invite me out, going out on meaningless dates when I should be locked in. I know the feeling, but then I realize like no one's going to come and save me but myself. And that right there is a whole video that I will talk about another day. But no one is going to save me but myself. That's why I preach these messages to you guys, because you have to be that inner voice for yourself to make that push. As you can see, no one's here but me. No one's in this car but me. I can go and BS for the rest of the day, but at the end of the day, I know that I have to push myself forward. I can't escape reality, and you can't escape reality either. The problem is avoidance is disguised as being relaxed. It's disguised as comfort. Everything I mentioned that can cause you to steer off course is disguised as you being comfortable. Because like I said, it's so easy to be comfortable, so easy to fall off course. But it's very difficult to be linear. It's very difficult to stay on point and do what you have to do when you don't feel like it. You got to program yourself to just show up every single day and get better. Because those are the days where you're going to thrive. Not the days where you mentally prepared for it. The days where you told yourself, I want to sleep in. I want to just chill. I want to relax. But when you realize like that's not the winner's mentality, and you push through it when you don't feel like it because you're tired, you're hungry, You want to do something else that may appease your mind. It's all going to make sense. Then from there, you can rise from the top. Then from there, now all of a sudden you got promoted. Now all of a sudden you're the #1 employee at the company. Now all of a sudden your business is flourishing. Now all of a sudden you're able to accomplish the goals that you wrote down on a piece of paper or that you've been envisioning for years. It's all going to make sense. The thing that I like about this YouTube channel is every single video we make connects. I made a video about how everything will connect. Everything will fall into place. And this is what I'm talking about. When you lock in during the tough times, it's all going to make sense in your future. Remember that as you push through. That's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell if you want to make sure you're alerted when we drop more videos. We're dropping videos every single week. If you believe that somebody can learn from this message, make sure to share the content. It's not too hard to do that. But other than that, it's your boy Uche, and I'll see you in the next one.